I am here with Dennis, and I just want to introduce you to him. We actually met here at the Sprinterfest last year, and then we ran into each other at Mesa Verde in like October. The van that I saw in October and the van that I see right now are two totally different things. So amazing. So I'm going to hand it over to Dennis and have him tell us what he's about, what he's up to, and well, we need to maybe meet Remy first.
Yes, so my name's Dennis and this is Remy, my wife and my almost 2-year-old son. And so what we did, we originally were going to rent an RV for a month and we could take a big trip. And we decided that was too expensive. We were going to buy one and sell it after a year. Decided we hated RVs, and so we bought a Sprintervan to convert it. I'm an industrial designer, so I took it to the next step and took a sabbatical for 3 months. And Remy, and after the end of 3 months, Mary Jane, my wife, and Remy, my son, and I took a month-long trip. But the inspiration we had was the interior of a boat hull. And wanted a lot of woodwork, wanted the warmth of wood because the RV was unappealing and the utilitarian vans were unappealing. But Mary Jane and myself, we have a pretty adventurous, active lifestyle, a lot of bicycling, a lot of outdoor activities, and we had a kid. So we wanted to expose our son also to getting outdoors and still getting outside. I mean, having a kid's hard. You know, it's wonderful and it has so many challenges, and what we saw the biggest challenge was we want to be able to, after work, stand in our living room at 5 o'clock and say, hey, let's hit the coast for, you know, the next couple of nights, and be able to walk out the door 30 minutes later. And that's pretty much unheard of with having a kid unless you have a place to have everything ready to go. So we built out a lot of storage. We built a cabinet system. It's twofold. It's a cabinet. We needed a cabinet, but I wanted to make a system that was flat packable so that I could ship it to other people as well. You know, I have a full wood shop. I'm a designer. I'm an engineer, pretty capable. Not everybody is or even has the time. So I was like, you know, I'm doing this thing and I want to give other people the capacity to do it too. So this flat pack cabinet is capable of being shipped, and then an installer can quickly install it into a rig. You can get a full cabinet array for a reasonable shipping cost anywhere in the country. The second part of that was I designed a flat packable lower kitchen cabinetry system as well that is more customizable for what people might want. For what we wanted a low depth fridge, and this is the big key. Right now we have almost 40 inches of Galley, which is very unusual to have two cabinets and so much Galley. We have about a 50-inch, 48-inch wide countertop, and we have, I'm not quite sure what this is. It's a cooking service. You know, it works great. The interest in designing it this way was obviously just for more space. We have plenty of cooking room. We use it regularly, but I also wanted to share the design with this idea of flat packing. Again, it's a little bit more customizable. Some people are going to want different fridges, etc. A 144 wheelbase versus a 170 wheelbase will have a different size. The pillar is going to be in a different location, but we'll still be able to utilize an extra 2 inches of counter depth into the window. And the same is true over here. So even though we have this wide galley, we still have a nice deep counter that we can work with. Full depth sink as well. And in this case, you could go either way, but we have just 5 gallons of fresh water and 5 gallons of gray water. We're going to be reworking this so we can do a 7/8 fresh to gray. There's also an opportunity instead to put a toilet under here, just a cassette toilet, and then have an over-the-wheel well or underneath the van water storage if you want a higher water capacity, which is fine too. But as it stands now, this entire system, upper cabinets, lower cabinets, and bed, which I'll talk to you about in a second, can be removed in about an hour and a half. Dead shell of the interior of the van can be reinstalled in probably about 4 hours as a safe, comfortable reinstallation. The pump, the water, the fridge, and everything is just in this cabinet. So 6 bolts, the entire system comes out. 4 bolts, the entire system comes out. Bed is the same way. Now the bed is vertically adjustable. These vertical tracks and this tension handle, loosen that up, allows the bed to slide up and slide down. There's another set of tracks in the rear. There are also 3 individual panels that can be removed and taken out of the van. The bed can be raised and lowered without removing the bed from the van. So that's a big benefit here, is if you want to lower the bed for a weekend, or you want to raise the bed and get the motorcycles in the back, then you can do that without removing the entire system and throwing your mattress in the dirt and getting it dirty. The challenge with this, which has been achieved before, is as the bed rises, then it collapses in width via these fingers and via the rail system that collapses too. We have some pneumatics, so you can lift the front and the rear of the bed, and what that gives you is easier access underneath. But what's pretty cool is on the rear or the front, you lift it up, you also have a deep futon that you can just hang out and lounge around it. There's going to be a couple more iterations of this bed coming. Stay tuned. We're going to look at these panels lowering into a sofa that will give you about 24 more inches of floor space, and that'll be great for just a quick 5-second lowering into a sofa. You don't have to unmake the bed, and if you want to go to sleep, then you raise the sofa into the bed. 5 seconds, you don't have to unmake the bed or remake the bed, and you're ready to sleep.
And that video is already on Instagram, so I'll link that below.
Yes, that's a mock-up video. We're really interested in user experience with these modular products. We want to help people get vans built, made quickly, so they can go out and have fun. And that's the big highlights mainly.
Awesome. Name of the company?
Is ModularVan.com, and we're getting started based off of the builds that we've done here, and taking orders, and building up vans now. So.